Hello everyone, this is Brad from Melasoft. I'm the sales manager here located in Frankfurt, Germany. Today we'll be going through our Serbia e-invoicing system and our demo system representation. So we'll go through specifically our Serbian e-invoice solution. It's also available in all different countries, but at the moment we have quite a few projects in Serbia, so I just thought I'd just record a demo session for everyone. Please enjoy, and yeah, you'll be hearing my voice a lot through this presentation. So our agenda for today, we're going to go through who we are, how does the e-invoice work, how does it work in Serbia, and also specifically our Melasoft SAP add-on for e-invoicing, and then we'd also go through what our expected project implementation plan would be. So who we are, we're established in 2013. We provide IT solutions, and we're located in Frankfurt, Germany, where we also have offices in Istanbul, Ankara, and Warsaw, Poland. We provide affordable, innovative solutions for digital transformations in different countries. These can be SAP and non-SAP. And yeah, we're expanding our scope constantly throughout the IT industry and sector. So here are our products and services related to SAP. So on the e-transformation side, we have add-ons for e-Invoice, e-Archive, e-Dispatch, e-Leisure, and then the services that we provide in SAP. So we're a functional consulting company. We do SAP project consulting, product development, and also SAP technical consulting. So in this slide, this is our solutions. So as you can see, we have SAP GDPR solutions, we have SAP integration solutions, SAP financial solutions, SAP smart banking applications, we have fintech solutions, we have commercial solutions, and also we do the software development solutions. So generally speaking, we operate in a lot of areas within SAP, and our solutions can help your business in many different areas. So here we are, we're going to talk through the e-invoicing and the progress at the moment in Serbia regarding e-invoicing. So an e-invoice is considered as a formal document issued by a seller or supplier to a buyer requesting payment due to the sales of goods or provision of services. Electronic invoice is an electronic document, e-invoice, which is like the paper-based invoice that represents the official request for payment due to the sales of goods or provision of services. So how does e-invoice work? So the relevant invoice data should be extracted from the ERP system. So it's our MM, SD, and FI modules. And then the electronic document is created by the supplier before the submission to the tax authority. So basically, depending on the country, this can be predefined format, whether it's XML, JSON, etc. So yeah, this is then sent to the tax authority, and this assesses the e-document according to the standards that are set by them. This document can either be validated or not validated, and if it's not validated, it'll be sent back to the supplier, or if it is validated, it will be sent forward to the receiver. And regarding the Serbia project background, the introduction of electronic invoicing was introduced on the 29th of April last year, 2021, and this law regulates the issuance, the sending, the receiving, the processing, storage, content, and elements of electronic invoices and transactions between different entities. The e-invoice system basically were included in the relevant law, and the Serbian electronic invoicing standard was defined. And here in the project background, these are the milestones that they're expecting businesses to apply by. So by the 1st of May this year, 2022, it's compulsory for business to government and government to government to have the e-invoicing standard. It's also compulsory from the 1st of July 2022 for government to business, and then it's compulsory for business to business by the 1st of January 2023, which is next year. Also, the Serbian e-invoicing system follows the so-called clearance model, which is already in place, for example, in Italy with the SDL. Transmission and preliminary validation electronic invoices is performed through an interface that is managed by the tax authorities. In Serbia, this specific system or interface is called the system eFaktura, and here's you can see the link to the government's website. And here we have the API connection to the system eFaktura for sending and receiving e-invoices. So the general architecture of the system is given in this slide. So on one side we have the invoice issuer, and at the other side we have the recipient. Both of them are connected to the government portal using API services. Here we have a screenshot of the system eFaktura. Here you can see the sales, the purchase invoices in different sections. The invoices can be created manually, or the XML files can be uploaded to the SAP cockpit. However, these solutions for small scale companies, the companies with large invoice traffic, need to integrate that ERP systems to the government portal for efficient invoice management. Here we have a screenshot of the outgoing sales invoices. You can see here the date, the status of the invoice, whether they're approved or rejected, the sort of document type there is, and then also the document number. And here's the screen of the incoming documents. So it's similar to the outgoing. You can see the approved status, whether it's rejected, the date, the delivery date, the amount of money, obviously, which is important, and also the e-invoice number, which can be tracked in the SAP cockpit with our solution. Here we just want to discuss now our own SAP add-on, our Melasoft e-invoicing solution. So we're going to talk about this right now. So here we have our SAP add-on. It involves the inbound cockpit, outbound cockpit, where we can do specific customizations and periodic programs as well. So here, the Melasoft SAP add-on solution for outgoing e-invoicing. So our solution simplifies the process. The SAP add-on automatically extracts the relevant invoice data. The data is then formatted in XML files, and the user can monitor this process using the Melasoft e-invoice cockpit. Via the Melasoft API, these files are transmitted to the tax authority for validation. If successful, the invoice is forwarded to the partner organization. And here we have the Melasoft SAP add-on solution for incoming e-invoicing. So this slide is going to show the incoming invoice process. This time the vendor sends the document to the government portal, and using periodic jobs, the incoming XML files are transferred to the Melasoft cockpit. After the controlling of the invoice, it is accepted or rejected, and the invoice status is updated accordingly within the SAP cockpit. What our key features are of the Melasoft solution. So the SAP add-on works within the SAP system under the control of the company, which is yourself. The separate cockpits for incoming and outgoing invoices, so you can remain on top of what's outgoing and what's incoming. Also displaying the invoice in PDF, XML, HTML formats via SAP. So obviously the standard is XML for Serbia, but you have the possibility to view the document in different formats. Also, it's easy invoice design by the user using this specific code. Ability to integrate our Melasoft Addon solution to different systems, PRPO, CPI, Vim, DMS. Yeah, it can integrate with external systems as well. Obviously, the benefit is your ability to authorize the transactions all within the SAP cockpit. The ability to direct the incoming e-invoices to the responsible personnel. So if there's specific financial controllers in your company that need to be responsible for the invoices, you can then direct the specific invoices to this person. The ability to improve with the body outputs. Ability to log the operations, so everything's logged, so you can track what's outgoing, incoming, what needs to be changed, exactly this. Also, the last part is adaptable to different systems with modern and flexible architecture. So yeah, our solution, you can say, is 75% ready, and then the 25% is basically customizable to the country and your specific needs. Here, we're going to go through the system architecture of the outgoing invoice, e-invoices. So the general system architecture for outgoing invoices is given throughout this slide in the diagram. The invoice is created in the client ERP system, and it is mapped, and the XML file is created by the Melasoft add-on. The created invoice can be managed using the outbound cockpit. The documents can be viewed in different formats, including HTML and XML. The invoices can be sent to the government portal automatically within the cockpit or manually, depending on the customer's specific demands. Also, the XML file is validated and then it's sent to the customer, and the status of the document can be monitored during all of these stages. So here we have the incoming invoices, the architecture behind this. So the general system architecture is throughout this diagram. The invoice created in the ERP system of the vendor is sent to the government portal. The created invoice can be managed using the inbound cockpit. The documents can be viewed in different formats, like previous, like HTML and XML. The invoices can be accepted or rejected over the cockpit. As the XML file is accepted, then it is sent to your ERP side for accounting processes. The status of the documents can be monitored during all stages. And then even in this diagram, you can see that the Melasoft inbound cockpit can be integrated with a client's DMS system. It can be Vim. You know, if you have any other system on the side here, we can connect this and integrate our solution with your solution. And here we're going to talk about what our sort of expected project implementation would be if you were our customer. So generally, as always, it starts with system analysis. So we're going to analyze the company, your processes, and then after this, you know, we're going to determine what sort of customizations you may need, the invoice type, the company customizations, tax codes, because obviously in countries you may have one or two entities or even more, so we need to understand the tax codes. And then we'll introduce the Melasoft e-Invoice package. We'll import that to the company SAP system. We'll do the system tests, and then we'll also do finally the user trainings based on the agreement that we have with yourselves, and also all of the relevant documentation. Here we're going to basically go through what the SAP cockpit looks like. So this is what the customer will see, what you will see if you have our SAP Melasoft Addon solution. So here the e-Invoice add-on has 3 sections, okay, and the main section is application programs, periodic programs, and then also customizations. The inbound and outbound cockpits are in application program sections. The periodic jobs are used for updating incoming invoices and list of registered customers in the government side. Customization section includes all company-related customizations, including invoices, company users, tax-related issues as well. Here we have the outbound cockpit. This lists all outgoing invoices that are to be sent to the government side. The invoices can be viewed in all different formats, such as HTML and XML. Also, all of the necessary information can be listed on the table accordingly to the customer requests. After the necessary controls, the invoices can be sent to the government side. The status of the document can be monitored over the cockpit. The invoice can be cancelled from the government portal or the ERP system if needed. And as you can see on this slide, you can see check status, send invoice. So this is all within the SAP cockpit. So you can monitor everything from one screen. You don't need to visit any external website. You can manage all the processes within the outbound cockpit. And here's the format, the code for XML. And then this is basically what an example of an outgoing invoice in Serbia would look like. We can even put your company logo here. It'll show the date, the address, the amount of money, VAT, any relevant data that's required from the Serbian government. And here we have the inbound cockpit. This lists all the incoming invoices, periodic jobs, check the government portal to see if any new inbound invoices have arrived. They are then transferred to the SAP cockpit, and these invoices can be controlled using XML or HTML. You can view, you can approve them, you can reject them. The invoice status can be monitored during the whole process, also in the inbound cockpit. And yeah, that's everything. I hope you've enjoyed listening. And yeah, if you need any more information, you can contact me. Also, our team here at Melasoft are happy to receive any emails regarding any other solution, e-Invoice solution in other countries. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon. Have a nice day.